Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study about air, water, and soil. So, before starting the chapter, we have to know that what is air, water, and soil. Air is the thing which we breathe in or out. That means when we breathe in oxygen, and when we breathe out, carbon dioxide goes outside from our nose. Then water also is very essential thing about to us, because without water nobody can live in this world. Then soil also is a very important thing, because soil is the thing where people grow lots of crops. So about these three things we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's start the chapter. Let's start. Air, water, and soil are among the basic and very important needs for living things to live in. Means, suppose for trees or plants and human beings, animals, to all these things, air, water, and soil is very important. So already I have told you the reason why we need air to breathe in, and water to drink, and soil to grow food. These are the things very important for living things. Can you match the living things to the appropriate images on the right side? So this is the work you have to do. Needs, eagle needs what? To swim, to grow, or to fly. And then fish needs to swim, to grow, to fly. Then again plants needs to swim, to grow. And these are the things you have to match this. You have to underline this line and match this all. So we have our first topic is about air. So what is air? Air is the thing we breathe in or out. That means living things breathe in or out. How wonderful the breeze feels on your face on a pleasant summer evening. So summer is the hottest. There are 2 or 3 months. These months are very hot. So whenever we go out in the evening, we feel very pleasant. Breeze is nothing but air blowing gently. Sometimes it is so windy that plants sway and lots of dust flies up about. This is strong wind. Moving air is called wind. So the main thing is moving air is called wind. So blowing gently or breezing, and when air flows very fast, that means plants sway and lots of dust comes above us. Then storms are strong and harsh winds. Storms, like when storms come, at that time lot of trees fall down, houses are destroyed. All this happens whenever storm comes. We cannot see air, we can only feel it. All living things need air to live. Yeah, actually, this is true that we cannot see air, we only can feel. Air is invisible. So, all living things need air to live. Without air, no living things can live in this world. So air is very precious. So the thing we have to do is we should not make it dirty by doing some making some noises like burning firecrackers or doing other activities. We should not make it pollute. What is air? We are going to learn about that. Air is mixture of gases. So air is mixture. There are plenty of gases. The main gases present in air are nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. The two things in us is oxygen and carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen from trees and we breathe out carbon dioxide from our body for the plants. Then nitrogen is a presence in air. So these are the three main gases or uh, present in the air. There are some more gases in small quantities. Other gases also are there, methane or etc. So these two pictures are there, water vapor, liquid also. So air also contains water vapor and dust particles. Water vapors means the invisible water which is presence or present in air. So uses of water. For what purpose do we use air? We are going to learn. Respiration. Respiration means breathing. All living things, plants and animals breathe in air. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Plants, human beings and animals take in air from the atmosphere. Fish and other animals that live in water take in oxygen that is dissolved in water. So respiration means, already we have learned in previous chapter about respiration, what are the organs are there for respiration, breathing. So all living things, that means plants and animals, both need air. So plants need plants breathe in carbon dioxide oxide and breathe out oxygen. Same way, animals or human beings breathe in oxygen and breathe out uh, this one carbon dioxide. And also fish and other animals, whatever animals live inside the water, they breathe in oxygen that is dissolved, mixed with water. Next one, photosynthesis. You have not learned about, I think, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis in the process of making food by plants. That means plants breathe in carbon dioxide from atmosphere and breathe out uh, oxygen. In that process, plants also make food for themselves. So plants take in carbon dioxide from the air and give out oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means making food by plants. So for photosynthesis, plants need oxygen, carbon dioxide, sunlight as well as water. They absorb water from soil through the roots. Air is needed to burn something. So air also needed to burn something. Suppose you are going to burn some paper. For that purpose also we need air. Without air we cannot burn anything. Suppose in the picture you can see a uncovered candle is burning. So it, when it is closed or covered, it doesn't get air, so it needs air to burn. So automatically it gets off. Things burn only if air is present. The oxygen gas in the air helps things to burn. So anything that burns, you see in the atmosphere or anywhere burning a firewood or anything you can see, for that also we need oxygen to burn. Carbon dioxide is used to put off fire. So carbon dioxide is used to put off means fire will be automatically put off when carbon dioxide is used. So next one, we are going to learn about water. Can you stay without water for even a few hours? No, it's not possible. Why? Water is used for cooking, drinking, bathing, washing, cleaning and growing crops. Plants need water to grow and make food. Plants also need water to make grow and food. So we have got answer that we used water for many purposes. Suppose for drinking, cooking, bathing, washing and cleaning, growing crops, etc. Water is present in ponds, lakes, rivers, seas, oceans etc. It is also present under the ground. So water is found everywhere, wherever we see, but in one place we cannot see. The place is desert. Desert is a very dry place, so there is no river or lakes, but we find water in ponds, lakes and rivers, as well as seas and oceans. These are the places. And also water is present under the ground also, so that plants absorb water from this uh, underground. Even ice and snow are forms of water. So ice and already in previous chapter we have learned that ice and snow are also form of water. This is solid form of water. When water evaporates, it changes into a gas called water vapor. So when from some places or from a cloth, when we wash cloth, we keep it in front of sun or outside of our house. Whenever we keep it, it dries after some time. Where does the water goes? It goes to the atmosphere, so it evaporates. So the act is called, or the process of evaporating is called water vapor. The water which one becomes vapor is water vapor. So here next one we are going to learn water cycle, how water or water becomes water vapor, or water vapor becomes water. All these things we are going to learn in this topic. Next one, water exists in all three states, namely ice means solid, water liquid, and water vapor is gas, that means gaseous form of water. Water from ponds, rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, and evaporates continuously due to the heat of the sun. Because of heat of the sun, water dries all the time. Then it becomes water vapor. So the evaporates water. This act is called, when water evaporates, it changes into a gas called water vapor. This process is called evaporation. So water becoming evaporate or gas is called, by heat of sun, is called evaporation. So in these two pictures we can see some uh, water vapor by heating. Being a gas, water vapor is light and it rises up in the sky. So whenever water becomes vapor, it rises up in the sky. When it reaches quite high, it cools down due to the cold temperature there and forms water droplets. Many water droplets join together and form clouds. This process of cooling down of water vapor to form water droplets is called condensation. So when water vapor goes up high in the sky, then it reaches a quite high, and then it becomes cool, then it changes into cloud and or water droplets, then again it comes to uh, the ground. So changing water into cloud is called, or change, or the process of cooling down of water vapor to form water droplets is called condensation. The next one, when many water droplets join in a cloud, the cloud becomes heavy and the water droplets fall to the ground as rain. So when many water droplets during condensation, lot of droplets means water droplets join together, then it becomes very heavy. Then after that, the very heavy that water droplets fall to the ground and as rain. So this process is called precipitation, means the becoming droplets as rain is called precipitation. Rain, snow, and hail are different forms of precipitation. Means rain, snow, and water falls as snow, sometimes as hail stone, like ice stone, as and water drops as rain. Rainwater fills the ponds, lakes, rivers, seas, and oceans. This is a continuous process. All the times it is happening. Now also it is happening. When we go on a very sunny day or hot day near the ponds, the content means that evaporation process is all the time it is going on. The continuous process of evaporation and condensation of water is nature. In nature is called water cycles. The continuous process of evaporation means evaporating means water becoming dry, or from some places water becoming dry, suppose from river or ponds water becoming dry to changing gas, as and then from the gaseous form again becoming water, it's called water cycle. Suppose here in this picture water vapor going up, then liquid again coming down. So science lab activities. Some activity is given for you. You can do at home. Create your own water cycle. How water cycles is done or water cycle happens. All these things you can do in a small way at your homes. You need some materials. Materials required a large plastic bowl with some water kept outdoors in sunlight. So on a big plastic bowl or in a bucket, you can keep some water in front of sunlight. A big sheet of sea through plastic wrap, and a coffee mug and a long piece of string or a large rubber band. So procedure how you can do: place the water bowl with some water outdoors in sunlight. Place the coffee mug in the center of the bowl. Be careful not to splash any water into it. So suppose you should not put water in that. Cover the top of the bowl tightly with the plastic wrap. Tie the string around the bowl to hold the plastic wrap in place. Watch the bowl to see what happens. After sometimes what will happen, I will explain. So you will see larger drops of water beginning to drip in the coffee mug. Water from the ocean of water in the bowl evaporates. It condenses to form clouds on the plastic wrap. When the clouds become heavy, it rains into the mug. So this is the process of making water cycle. Let's move to the next topic, soil. So things of soil, what type of soils are present in the uh, ground, all these are we are going to learn in this chapter. We see soil all around us. It is the topmost layer of the earth. Do you know this soil has taken thousands of years to form? So here we are going to learn about how soil is formed. So first what happened was some very big rocks cracked and became small particles or small pieces. Then those small pieces again turned into soil. How is soil formed? In the beginning, there were only rocks on the earth. The heat from the sun heated these rocks and the rain cooled them. As a result of this heating and cooling, cracks appeared on the rocks. These cracks became white due to the action of wind and blowing water. The rocks then broke into small pieces. These pieces became tinier, thus forming soil. So in the beginning there were only rocks, no soil was there, but continuous heating of sun, all those rocks broke. Then again because of the rain it cooled down. Then again heating, cooling, all these cracked appeared into small pieces. Then because of the air or wind, strong winds, those rocks broke into small pieces. Then it formed soil. Types of soil. We are going in this topic. We are going to learn about types of what are the types of soil. The soil in your garden may look different from the soil in your school playground. Of course, in the ground we do not plant anything, so it is very hard, as well as uh, different kind of soil. And also in the garden, means flower garden is there at your home, in that also different kind of. Why this is happened? The lakeside or riverside soil may also be different. So lakeside or riverside soil also is different one. We find different types of soil everywhere. There are mainly three types of soil. Sandy soil. Sandy soil means mostly we find this type of soil in desert area. Sandy soil is found on beaches or deserts. Sand's grain are brown in color. These sand grains are means small particles are brown in color. There is a lot of space between the sand particles. So space used to be there in those small particles. Water seeps through sandy soil quickly. It cannot absorb water. It seeps very fast from the soil. That means water. These spaces also contain air. Next one, clay soil. Clay soil means very good one. But what is we are going to learn about this? Clay soil is found in riverbeds and near ponds. The particles of clay soil stick together. So particles means small, those particles, small pieces of sand stick together. Clay soil can hold a lot of water but less of air. Because of sticking together, they cannot hold air, so but they stick, and also they can hold lot of water. Clay is used for making toys and pots. So we use a lot of clay soil for making toys, and also some people use for this clay soil for making pots or different kinds of utensils. Loamy soil. What is loamy soil? Loamy soil is a mixture of sand and clay. So sand and clay. It can hold more water and air. It also contains a lot of humus. Humus is the decayed remains of plants and animals. Humus make the soil fertile. Loamy soil is best for growing crops. So loamy soil is best for growing crops, but also humus, it has humus, means all those parts like decayed animals or plants, leaves, all those are called humus. So this humus make soil fertile, means for growing crops it is very good. These are the plants we can grow in loamy soil. Soil and plants. Plants grow in soil. Plants sustain life on the earth. Because of the plants only life is sustained. Without plants no life will be there in the earth. So it is important that we take care of the soil and animals. So our work is to take care of. We should not throw all garbages on the ground. We should not make soil pollute. Means if it once polluted, we cannot grow anything on the ground. Suppose we should not throw plastics, garbages, all those things on the ground or everywhere. We should put all the garbages or plastic in a particular place where it is allowed to throw. So we have learned about soil and plants, but we are going to learn about soil and animals. Many insects and animals live on the soil. Suppose insects, all these things. Snakes and rabbits make burrows in the soil. Many small animals like earthworms live in the soil. Same way, snakes and rabbits also live inside the soil, and some insects are there like ants. All these animals live inside the soil. So very important for very soil is very important for living purpose also. Many small animals like earthworms live in the soil. This soil is good for growing plants. Let's recall this chapter once again. We have learned whatever learned in this chapter. We are going to recall. Air, water, and soil are important for all living things, and we cannot live without these. So, water, air, and soil, these are the things which is very important for life. Without this, no one can live. No living things can live without air, water, and soil. Air is mixture of gases, and moving air is called wind. And there is lot of there are lot of gases present in the air. Suppose carbon dioxide, mixture of gases, different gases are there, and moving air is called air is called wind. All living things breathe in air. So all living things, trees breathe through their uh, leaves. Same way we human being breathe through our nose. Different animals are there, they also breathe through their nose. Some insects are there, they breathe through their skin. So all living things, whatever living thing that moves one place to another, every living things breathe in air. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the air and give out oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. So, plants need carbon dioxide during the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means making food by plants. Water is used for drinking, cooking, bathing, washing, cleaning, and growing crops. So, water is used for drinking as well as cooking, bathing, washing, and cleaning. Plants need water to grow and make food. Without water, no plants can make food. On heating, water changes into a gas called water vapor, and this process is called evaporation. So, when we heat water, it changes into gas. This process is called evaporation. The process of cooling down of water vapor to form water droplets is condensation. So the water vapor, whatever gas is there at the atmosphere, means whatever water is there at the atmosphere, whenever it changes into water droplets, the process is called condensation. Next one, when many water droplets join in a cloud and cloud becomes heavy and the water droplets fall to the ground as rain. This process is called precipitation. Means water falling down to the ground is called precipitation. The continuous process of evaporation and condensation of water in nature is called water cycle. So water becoming gas, gas becoming water, this process is called water cycle. We see soil all around us and it is the topmost layer of the earth. Soil is topmost, means the place where we walk, we ride bicycles or drive cars. This is the place where topmost layer of earth. So soil, this is the soil. There are mainly three types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soils. There are three soils. Sandy soil is mostly found in uh, desert areas or beach areas, and clay soil is found near the river or ponds, and loamy soil is found in near our uh, like gardens, because in that soil only we are able to plant many plants or grow plants. Plants grow in soil and many small animals like earthworm live in the soil. So these are the things, plants grow in soil and many other animals like earthworms, snakes, rabbits also live in soil. So this soil is very good for growing crops where earthworm lives. So this is the last chapter of this academic session. We have learned a little, but whatever we have learned properly, I think. So I thank you everyone for your cooperation, and we hope, or I hope that next day we will be meeting. Thank you.